What's good? Manuel Navarrete beats Oscar Valdez in a lopsided decision. I gave Oscar Valdez 3 rounds. One of the judges gave him four, another one two, and one judge only gave him 1 round. It was a great performance by Vaquero. And this fight did have its moments where it was a good fight, and I thought that we might see an Oscar Valdez comeback, but every time Oscar Valdez landed a haymaker, his big left hook, maybe a right hand, Emanuel Navarrete came out with his combinations. And we all know how Navarrete fights. He's really awkward, throws at weird angles, doesn't really throw jabs, is off balance a lot. But it works for him, man. He's undefeated. He's a 3 division world champion. And now he's beaten a really good fighter in Oscar Valdez in impressive fashion. Impressive fashion. I thought beforehand that Valdez was a harder puncher, faster, better footwork, stronger. I thought he'd be all these things, but Navarrete proved all these things. He had a better jab even than Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez rarely threw. He rarely threw to the body. Yes, he landed more than Navarrete. He landed more jabs and landed more to the body, but Navarrete threw over 1,000 punches, and he throws a really just a flickering jab, just a feel like jab, and then he comes up with his lead uppercut or lead left hook to the body. Navarrete knows how to use his footwork, knows how to use his reach. This man has a 72-inch reach, and he knows how to use it. He is awkward, but he is a very technical fighter. He knows what he's doing with his physical advantages. He knows what he's doing with his style. Might not see, it's not the prettiest, but first off, he could fight. He throws some really good combinations. Since the first round, he was landing combinations on Oscar Valdez and hurting him. He was getting him through the ropes, and I think it was on around round 3 where he landed his lead uppercut right almost in Valdez's neck where it hurt him. And it seems like they didn't really have a good plan for this type of style, that it is hard to time him. I thought in the second round that Valdez would time him, because that was arguably a Valdez round, but I still give it to Navarrete because he threw more and landed the better punches, the harder punches. But when Oscar Valdez would land, the crowd just erupted because it was in Arizona. And I thought that would influence the judges a little bit more. I'm really glad it didn't. Maybe they went a little to the other side. Maybe. But the right man won. And I'm just really impressed by his performance. He looked like the bigger man in there, and he was a bigger puncher. He's a really good fighter. And just from seeing him before, I thought that he was just his style, just because it's not conventional and looks ugly and he's off balance. I thought that when he would step up to a competition, even to an Oscar Valdez level, that he would get smoked. And I thought it would be a good fight, but eventually I thought that Oscar Valdez would catch him off guard. But he does very small things where he moves his head and to ducks his head in directions and times where he makes the other guy miss. And if you're winning, it doesn't matter how you're fighting. And Vaquero Navarrete is proof of that. He's a good fighter. He's huge. He's got a reach advantage against everybody that he's going to face at 130. I think he could go up to 140. I think he will go up to 140 at some point in his career, and I think he could succeed. I think he could dominate at 130 after what I've seen today. If he can make weight, I say he dominate that division. What do you guys think? Thanks everybody for watching. What should be next for the? They were saying a rematch. I don't really want to see it. Oscar Valdez, eye was completely shut. He got beat up, man. It was completely shut, and he was just gushing blood off after the fight. I don't want to see this fight again. I don't want to see him get hurt. I do think Oscar Valdez might need a new trainer. Reynoso's a good trainer, but I don't know, man. It didn't seem like. I mean, first off, the commentators were talking over the whole time while they were talking in the corners. No, so I was never really able to hear what they were saying, but he never adjusted. I think Robert Garcia would be a better trainer for Oscar Valdez. He just needs some fine tuning and just not try to take these guys' heads off with every single shot. I thought Reynoso fixed that, but I think Robert Garcia would be a perfect trainer for Valdez at this point. What do you guys think? What should be next for either guy? Thanks everybody for watching. Peace.